I thought she was just a memory. A summer. A face. A voice I had carried in my heart for half a century. Then one morning, my grandson showed me something on his phone. A photo. An old community newspaper article. And there she was. The woman I had loved at 21. The woman I was supposed to marry. The woman who disappeared without a goodbye. 50 years later. She was still alive. And what she had been waiting to tell me changed the rest of my life. My name is William. I'm 72 years old. Some people believe first love fades. I used to tell myself that too. But the truth? It never really leaves. In the summer of 1976, I met Claire. She had soft golden hair, bright blue eyes, and the kind of laugh that made you forget every problem you had. We met at a county fair. She was working the lemonade stand. I bought 3 cups that night. Not because I was thirsty. Because I wanted an excuse to talk to her. By the end of that week, we were inseparable. We spent that entire summer together. Late drives through country roads. Music on the radio. Talking about the future. She wanted a small house with a porch swing. I wanted a workshop in the garage. We talked about children. Travel. Growing old together. At 21, it all felt certain. Like the future had already been written. And her name was on every page. Then one morning. She didn't come to our usual spot by the lake. I waited for hours. The next day, the same. Then I drove to her house. Her family was gone. No note. No forwarding address. Nothing. It was like she had vanished from the world. 4 months, I searched. Letters. Phone calls. Asking anyone who knew her. Nothing. Eventually. Life kept moving. But part of me stayed at that lake. Still waiting. I got married. Had 2 sons. Built a life. A good life. But not the one I had once imagined. After my wife passed away 10 years ago, the silence returned. And with it, the memory of Claire. Some loves never leave. They simply go quiet. It happened by accident. My grandson was scrolling local news on his phone. Then he stopped. "Grandpa, isn't this the woman from your old photo album?" I looked. My heart stopped. There she was. Claire. Older. Beautiful in a different way. The article was about a community garden fundraiser. And beneath the photo, her full name. And the town she lived in. Only 2 hours away. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I got in the car. Every mile felt like stepping back into the past. I kept asking myself, why now? Would she even remember me? Did she ever think about me? Or was I just chasing a ghost? The address led me to a small white house. And there it was. A porch swing. The exact thing she used to dream about. I stood there for a moment, unable to move. Then the door opened. Claire. 71. Silver hair. Same eyes. Same smile. She looked at me and whispered, "I knew one day you'd come." We sat on that porch swing for hours. Then she told me everything. Her father had found out about us. He had moved the family across the country overnight. Taken every letter I sent. She never saw a single one. And for years, she believed I had simply forgotten her. That part broke me. Because we had both been waiting, thinking the other one had moved on. Then she brought out a wooden box. Inside were letters. Dozens. Every single one addressed to me. Never sent. For 50 years, she had been writing. Every birthday. Every Christmas. Every anniversary of the day we met. I read one aloud. "Dear William. I still wonder if you ever think about the lake." I couldn't stop crying. Because I had thought about that lake every year of my life. Over the next few months, I visited every weekend. Then every few days. Then I stopped leaving. At our age, time feels different. You stop wasting it. We sat on that porch swing every evening, watching sunsets, talking about the years we lost, and the years we still had. One evening, I looked at her and said, "We lost 50 years. Let's not lose another day." Then I asked the question I should have asked in 1976. "Will you marry me?" She smiled through tears and said, "I've been waiting 50 years to say yes." Sometimes love doesn't disappear. Sometimes it waits. Quietly. Patiently. Across years. Across grief. Across an entire lifetime. And sometimes, the love you thought was lost forever returns when your heart needs it most.